All right, I've been excited about doing this car. It's very pretty. It's a 1950 model, two-door hardtop Chevrolet. Look at the top, man. It's custom paint job. That's stripes. All clear coated on. It's very clean. The little louvers on the hood. And yes, they work. It's pinstriping all around the headlights, the front end. Paint job's slick on this car as well. They even got pinstriping all around the fender wells. What I like to do is walk around, point out any kind of flaws I can find. I'm just kind of admiring it right now because somebody put a lot of work into this car. It's very pretty. Runs and drives good. I just did a test drive. You could check that out. That's a separate video. I get a few different angles and talk about how it runs and drives. But what I'm gonna do right here is we're gonna kind of start down low, start with the bumpers and the front end. And if I see any flaws, I'm gonna point them out. This is a pretty sleek car, so there shouldn't be too many. A lot of this chrome's been replaced. You can see a little bit of rust right up in the corner of the grill there, surface rust. All that custom pinstriping. Nice set of riddlers, fairly new tires on it, good tread. There's a bubble in the paint right here. This thing is slick. Look down the side, looks nice and straight. There's some touch-ups though. Right here on top of the fender, on the driver's side. Close to the mirror, the new mirror that they put on. A lot of this trim's already been replaced, new windshield wipers. Looks like fresh seals. Squeaky clean. They even accented the trim on the car. They even did it on the bottom. There's some paint runs down here. Just on that bottom part though. But I want to show them to you so you see them. Little paint runs. They just put a little too much paint on there. Got that stripe running all the way out the back there. A lot of detail. It's like all that's new. I mean, there is a light scratch going right here. So they got the brake light in the back window. That looks like it's new. It's been replaced or added. This bumper on the back is not new, but man, it looks good. You can barely see the imperfections in it. There's a chip right here where the trunk lid closes. More pinstriping. Looks like fairly new tail lights. Imperfection in the paint right here on the trunk lid on the passenger side. Looks wild on the top here. They did a good job on that. Running down this side's nice and straight as well. Looks like fairly new door handles. All this trim's been replaced. Same runs down here on the bottom. They just put too much paint. That's all they did. That was a painter's error. I don't consider that any body work when they just put a little too much paint on there. So. Looks like they've touched up some chips that were on here. All right, let's see if I can get the hood open here. One-hander. There we go. Small block 350. I ran the numbers on her. Hood looks pretty good up underneath. Motor's in good shape. Engine bay looks pretty clean. Nice and open. Power steering. Manual brakes on this car. Wonder if it's got a disc conversion in the front. It does. Check the back. Of course, it's drum brake. But I could tell they're manual brakes just from the way it test drove. They stop good, but you gotta put some pressure on them to stop it. There's nothing like the new stuff. Motor stayed about 185, 190. Drove it all over for the test drive video. Let's check the interior out. Actually, we're gonna go straight to the trunk because I'll end up forgetting it if I don't do that now. Our key is right over here. So they already redid all the interior too. It looks nice. I like the custom work they did on that. I haven't even seen inside the trunk myself till now. I'm actually looking this car over with y'all. I do a lot of them like this. Just failed to mention that I haven't looked them over. My uncles have. We're all family up here at Maple Motors. This is all glued down. Trunk should be solid. I'm not gonna rip all of it up just to show y'all that. That's a nice trunk there. I'd hate to mess it up. The weather stripping stops. I don't know why they got a gap here. They must have done it for a reason. But it's not wet, and it has been raining, but it's not wet, so. All right. There we go. She shuts easy. If you look at the door panel, kind of a custom interior here, and it looks nice. That's not a cheap fabric. Looks like they've replaced all the seals around the doors. Brand new carpet. Kick panels and stuff down here look pretty nice. Got a custom shifter. Custom gauges. I love that setup because you really know the car there. The speedometer did not work. RPM gauge did. I couldn't get the windshield wipers to come up either. Interior looks good. Seats are nice. Headliners in these cars are always cool, the chrome strips, but they did a great job on that. There's nothing hanging down. All right, let's go ahead and start her up. I'm just gonna stick the key in, turn it straight up and down, and I'm gonna push this button. This car was a little cold-natured when I tried to start it earlier. It took probably about 6 or 7 tries. Just pump the gas, try to start it. Pump the gas, try to start it. Once it starts up though, I mean, it starts up pretty much every single time. You see I pushed the button twice, never touched the gas. We just got back from the test drive and never got to 200. It was at 190 and it probably come down sitting here. Oil pressure is right below 40. And that's after the 15-20 minute test drive I just went on. Look at that oil pressure now. Pushing 65. RPM gauge does work. We got a good sound to it. Pretty clean sounding exhaust. Probably a set of Flowmasters. Go around here and check the motor out. Motor's nice and quiet. Morning balancer's stable down there. It's not wobbling. Pipes are still in good condition. All right. Enjoyed showing y'all this car. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I post cars like this every single day. We're up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's 829 West Main Street. We've got a whole car lot full of muscle cars. And you can check them all out at maplemotors.com, including this one. Every car that we have on the lot, we got 100 detailed pictures of. We do test drives and walkarounds of all of them, just like I'm doing right here. So if you're new to the page, subscribe and you can see daily videos just like this. Also did a test drive. You can check that out. We went down the road. I told you any kind of flaws that I've seen there. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, check that website, maplemotors.com. Give us a call if you have any other questions. 615-822-4444. I appreciate you watching, and thanks again, guys.